Hello everyone, and welcome to my Update US Gossip channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Meri Brown of Sister Wives has baby fever and posted a sweet photo. Since she left Kody in Flagstaff, Sister Wives star Meri Brown has been living her best life. Today, a lot of her posts are about trips she and her friends took to the outdoors. Meri has also been interviewed numerous times. Her most recent meeting with Tamron Hall was one of them. However, Meri's post about her latest accomplishment as a grandmother caught the attention of many. Continue reading to view the adorable image. What's up with Meri Brown today? Over the past few months, Meri has been keeping track of her busy life. The Sister Wives star also took to social media last month to share her RC racing with Jen and some of their friends, in addition to selling clothes. Meri has also traveled frequently to Cancun, Mexico, her favorite vacation spot. The 54-year-old also made headlines last month when she said that Zona, her dog, had been sick. However, she assures her followers that she will always check on her dog's health by staying much closer to her. Meri celebrates new milestone as an aunt. Meri Brown celebrated a brand new milestone as an aunt in a social media post. She posted a picture of her new nephew online. "Today, I met a little piece of heaven," the Sister Wives star wrote in the caption. "Snuggling with this little guy brought me so much joy. He's basically perfect." After that, Meri said, "Today, I couldn't contain the tears or my joy when I was given the name Grantie. How do you even spell that?" She continued, "Today, I couldn't contain the tears or my joy when I was given the name Grantie. How do you even spell that?" Meri Brown's shocking interview with Tamron Hall from Sister Wives. Meri's recent reunion with Tamron Hall, the former tell-all host for the Brown family, has also made headlines. They talked about a lot of things about the Brown family, but Meri's relationship with the wives was a big topic. Meri says that she dislikes how Robyn frequently gets in the way of her and Kody, which may be why they never had proper conversations. The Sister Wives star also admitted that her legal divorce from Kody was a lot harder compared to when she released herself from their church. Meri Brown also confirmed that Tamron's unfiltered questions made some family members uncomfortable, which is one of the main reasons why she got fired as the tell-all host. Christine Brown, a well-known character from TLC's Sister Wives, has become an outspoken advocate for Janelle Brown's romantic future, encouraging her former sister wife to look for love on the farmers-only dating site in a lighthearted manner. Based on Christine's own positive online dating experience, this lighthearted suggestion reflects the changing dynamic of the couple as they navigate life after their plural marriage to Kody Brown. Christine, who got married to David Woolley in 2023 after meeting him online, thinks Farmers Only is the perfect platform for Janelle, who just bought farmland in North Carolina and is looking forward to a new chapter of independence. 1411. Christine's advice for dating: farmers are the perfect match. Christine believes that the Farmers Only platform is compatible with Janelle's values and way of life in the country. Christine stated, "I've seen commercials and it's people who have land in a Sister Wives episode preview, highlighting the site's focus on connecting people with agricultural interests." 111. Adding humor and support, her husband David referred to Farmers Only members as big hunk dudes with the cowboy hat on plowing the fields, treating their ladies right. 114. Christine even made a joke about the possibility of Janelle meeting a landscaper, demonstrating her lighthearted optimism regarding Janelle's prospects. 411. This advice is not just passing advice. Christine's own journey, which included falling in love with David after she broke up with Kody in 2021, has given her the confidence to tell Janelle to put happiness first. She framed online dating as a viable route to happiness, stating, "I found a lot of happiness being with David." 114. Janelle's cautious approach to romance contrasts with her enthusiasm, creating a narrative tension that has captivated viewers of the show. Janelle's response: romance over independence. Janelle has repeatedly expressed her disinterest in dating or remarrying despite Christine's persistent nudges. She made the following blunt statement during an interview in February 2025, "I'm not really interested in getting married again or even really dating at this stage." She stated, "I am done," emphasizing her contentment with her single life. This position reflects her larger focus on family and personal development. Janelle refocused her efforts after her divorce from Kody in 2022 on building Tata Farms in North Carolina with her daughter Maddie, a business focused on flower cultivation and land development. 38. Janelle's complex polygamy history is another factor in her reluctance. She acknowledges plural marriages, freedom and independence, but she now places greater emphasis on autonomy, stating, "I feel like I can choose now." 7. Her traumatic experiences, such as the tragic death of her son Garrison in 2024, have reinforced her desire to stay away from romantic relationships. Instead, she puts her energy into healing, her family, and her business. She describes her 2025 detox plan as a way to clear out what no longer serves me emotionally and spiritually. 10. The development of the bond between Janelle and Christine since they left Kody. The couple's relationship has grown stronger, moving from sister wives to friends for life. Janelle notes, "We've done everything together, including raising 12 children in a plural family." 5. That their bond is stronger than their biological sisterhood. This sentiment is echoed by Christine, who attributes their unbreakable bond to their shared history. "Who I am today is because I was a sister wife to Janelle." 5. Without the friction of their previous marriage to Kody, their friendship now thrives. The last remaining friction point is gone. "Now it's just all the good stuff," says Janelle. They are able to support each other's divergent paths because of this dynamic. Christine supports Janelle's potential love life, and Janelle celebrates Christine's marriage to David by praising him as awesome and proving that they are compatible. 7. Putting their lives after Kody in perspective, the journeys of Christine and Janelle are inextricably linked to their departures from the polygamist structure of the Brown family. Christine, the first to leave in 2021, quickly and publicly remarried, setting a precedent for independence. David, whom she met on a dating app, represents a romantic adventure she felt she was missing out on during her marriage to Kody. 5:11. In contrast, Janelle's life after Kody places an emphasis on independence and family cohesion, as evidenced by her farm venture and close ties to her children. 38. Kody's monogamous marriage to Robyn Brown, his fourth wife, has further separated him from Christine and Janelle, who now co-parent and spend holidays apart from him. 5:10. Despite the family's fractures, their capacity to maintain a village for their children demonstrates their priority of collective well-being over romantic ties. 5. Future plans and reactions from fans. Janelle's resistance and Christine's farmers-only pitch have been the subject of heated debate among fans. Given Janelle's clear boundaries, some view Christine's advice as empowering, while others find it pushy. In the meantime, audiences have reacted positively to Janelle's focus on entrepreneurship and healing, making her a symbol of perseverance in the midst of a midlife rebirth. 35. Christine maintains her hope that Janelle will reconsider dating in the future, joking, "I could come up with a lot of ideas." 11. However, Janelle's detox plan for 2025, which focuses on emotional and physical rejuvenation, suggests that she is firmly anchored in her current course. 10. Their friendship, forged through decades of shared trials, appears unbreakable, despite the fact that it is unknown whether their paths will cross romantically. Nancy was tasked with mediating the complicated dynamics of a polygamous marriage from the very first group sessions in Sister Wives. However, fans quickly noticed that her patience with Kody seemed to wear thin. When Kody unabashedly stated that he didn't want to be criticized and refused to take any responsibility in one of the Vegas-based retreat episodes, Nancy's body language, rolled eyes, pursed lips, and tight smiles, betrayed a stunning level of exasperation, leading viewers to wonder whether she genuinely believed in his willingness to change. One commenter noted, "It's hard to like someone who enters therapy declaring they don't want to be told they need to make an effort," in a resurfaced r/TL Sisterwives thread from 5 years ago on Reddit. Nancy noted that Nancy clocked Kody and Robyn right from the start as a monogamous couple playing at polygamy, demonstrating that her disdain was not just a figment of her imagination but could be seen by observant fans. Reddit. However, Nancy's actions, leaning back in her chair when Kody spoke and exchanging knowing glances with her co-counselor, spoke volumes about her true feelings. Others in the thread agreed, pointing out that a therapist's neutral stance is essential. One video on reaction channels on YouTube titled, "Did Sister Wives Therapist Nancy Have an Issue with Him?" also highlighted Nancy's discomfort. replaying her snippets of responses to Kody's egotistical assertions and noting that she never stroked his ego like she did with other family members, a dynamic that seemed out of place in televised marriage counseling. A different clip with psychologist Dr. Nancy's apparent impatience was probably fueled by Patrice Barry's observation that Kody dominated the space, refusing to engage in genuine self-reflection. The article argues that once Nancy realized that Kody would not shoulder his share of accountability, her therapeutic neutrality gave way to a clear frustration that could not be fully masked on camera. Screenrant's deep dive into the arc of the Browns' therapy came to the conclusion that therapy didn't work for the family. It cited Kody's refusal to participate meaningfully and Nancy's growing skepticism as the primary factors in this conclusion. Even on social media, in a post that was shared on X by TV show's Ace, commenters made a joke that Nancy's death stare at Kody rivaled the intensity of any on-screen confrontation. They suggested that TLC's editors decided to keep these awkward moments because they so clearly illustrated the impasse between Kody's ego and the professional boundaries a therapist must maintain. Indeed, considering the larger context of Kody's controlling actions, detailed in The Guardian's exposé on how his domineering style caused family discord, one can see how any therapist, even one bound by confidentiality and impartiality, would struggle to conceal disdain when confronted with repeated resistance to change and accountability. Even seasoned therapists can find it impossible to conceal professional exasperation under the weight of persistent denial and deflection in multi-wife dynamics, where one partner wields disproportionate influence. Although later seasons did not revisit Nancy, the legacy of her sessions lives on as a cautionary tale. Nancy clocked him from day one, and it showed. She was ready to walk away from that couch, was a touching comment made by a Redditor. In conclusion, the convergence of on-screen cues, fan-driven analysis, and expert commentary paints a clear picture. Nancy's fleeting eye rolls, sighs, and tight smiles were real flashpoints of her struggle to remain empathic in the face of Kody Brown's ingrained resistance. This is evidence that even a professional counselor cannot fully conceal her disdain for a client who is unwilling to perform the difficult work of self-examination. A significant turning point in their lives occurred when Garrison Brown, the 25-year-old son of Janelle and Kody Brown, stars of Sister Wives, passed away in March 2024. The family was broken up by Garrison's death, which was ruled a suicide with substance abuse as a contributing factor. Janelle and Kody, who split up in December 2022 after nearly 3 decades of marriage, have dealt with their grief by co-parenting their surviving children and maintaining a cautious, if limited, connection centered on shared loss. Grief forges a fragile bond. Prior to Garrison's death, Janelle and Kody's relationship had been strained. Kody's prioritization of his marriage to Robyn Brown, his fourth and last wife 610, and disagreements over COVID-19 protocols contributed to years of tension that led to their breakup. In Sister Wives season 18-12, the rift between Kody and their sons Gabriel and Garrison was made clear by 2023. However, Janelle and Kody's alliance became unstable as a result of Garrison's death. Janelle stated that she and Kody periodically check on each other as they process their grief in an interview in September 2024, despite the fact that she emphasized that they lead very separate lives, too. It still feels like a shock. The wave of grief is different from any I've ever had. 812 Kody echoed this sentiment and acknowledged that their communication is rooted in mutual sorrow. Janelle has been forced to reflect as a result of Garrison's passing. She has openly acknowledged her guilt for failing to recognize his struggles, noting that in the months leading up to his death, he appeared upbeat and career-driven, concealing underlying mental health issues and alcoholism. 311. We could have been talking more. I thought we had forever. Kody laments about his regrets regarding their shattered relationship. 812. Both parents have found common ground in honoring Garrison's memory despite their separation, whether it be through Janelle's advocacy for mental health awareness and donations to animal shelters, a cause Garrison was very passionate about, or Kody's public reflections on lost futures. 511. Co-parenting during tragic times. Additionally, the Browns' shared obligation to their surviving children has maintained their connection. Since the tragedy, Janelle and Kody's 6 children, Logan, Madison, Hunter, Gabriel, Savannah, and the late Garrison, have grown closer to one another. According to Janelle, adult siblings now place an emphasis on real check-ins about mental health at family gatherings. 311. Gabriel, who found Garrison's body, has been the focus of particular concern. Since the loss of 12, Janelle has described him as someone who feels everything deeply but struggles to express his feelings. Despite being largely absent from his children's day-to-day activities, Kody has expressed regret for his part in their separation. He acknowledged that "I was trying to protect my family" in an apology to Gabriel and Garrison during a 2023 Sister Wives one-on-one special. "I'd handle it differently the next time." However, this admission came too late for Garrison's reconciliation. Kody has expressed regret in the wake of his death. "My only regret is that I didn't take more time. I want to go out to dinner again. 8:12, I want him to try to make me laugh." Separate existences, shared grief. Even though Janelle and Kody only talk to each other occasionally, their individual paths show that they take different approaches to healing. Janelle has turned to her family and her entrepreneurial endeavors, such as Tata Farms in North Carolina, which she runs with her daughter Maddie, who is 9 years old. She has also spoken out strongly about mental health advocacy, urging open dialogue and contributions to animal shelters in honor of Garrison. 511. Kody, on the other hand, has retreated into reflection, claiming that the loss has permanently altered him and that "I can't get back to where I was. I can't accept that he isn't here." The sale of Garrison's Flagstaff home in December 2024 is one example of the couple's separation from one another in their everyday lives. Janelle, who was appointed executor of his estate, handled the business on her own, highlighting the emotional and practical separation between her and Kody. 9. Nevertheless, both have publicly expressed a desire for peace despite their fractured dynamic. Kody acknowledged that grief has softened past resentments, saying, "Maybe it puts perspective. You're not quite so angry." 28. Janelle stated, "I wish everybody well." Resilience and loss. Legacy. The Brown family has been forever changed by Garrison's passing, but there have also been times when they have come together. In September 2024, the premiere of Sister Wives Season 19 began with a tribute to Garrison, which acknowledged his impact on the family and viewers. 10. Janelle's ongoing efforts to preserve his memory are highlighted by her Instagram tributes, such as posting a picture of Garrison with his beloved cats on the anniversary of his death. 5. In contrast to his earlier portrayal as a divisive patriarch. 812, Kody's candid interviews indicate a rare vulnerability. Embracing bittersweet memories has been part of Janelle's healing process. "On good days, the photos make me smile because I remember the event and that it was a fun day," she reflected in September 2024. Kody, too, has found solace in recalling Garrison's wry sense of humor and daring spirit, despite the fact that he acknowledges that the loss of potential still hurts. "He was planning a future. He always wanted a story to tell." 8.